Hello, I'm Dave Harrell, editor of Match Fishing Magazine, and I've been joined in the studio today by Ricky Teal from Preston Innovations, who's come along to talk about a new generation of carbon active rods. It's been a huge success story, and I know you're excited about this range of products, so tell me all about it.
Well, basically these rods that we've developed this year are to supersede what was the top of the range rods last year, for the last 3 years, which have been the Sentient range. Everything has its lifetime, and we felt that when we looked at the range of rods that there were certain things, new materials come along, new ideas come along, and we could better them. We could make them better than what they were before. So this is a culmination of us working for the last sort of 9 to 12 months on developing a new range of rods with our consultants.
Right. So we've got how many rods in the
There's 5 rods in the range, and basically there's two feeder rods and 3 float rods, a 13, a 15 and a 17. These are very much, I can only stress, performance rods. They are the best that we think that can be out there on the market at this particular time at those particular lengths. We've not scrimped on any sort of materials, we've not scrimped on any fittings or anything like that. We've tried to deliver exactly what we think is right for that sort of thing. I mean, even on the 13-foot float rod, we weren't quite happy with some of the sentient, the actions on them at the end, and the best thing we found to do was to put, as you can see here, a spigot on that.
So I mean, you come away from the normal overlapping.
Yeah.
It's something. I mean, I myself prefer spigots. I think
Yeah.
to get that,
it just gives you that nicer action, that better action,
yeah,
on a especially a 13-foot rod, because it's so critical.
Okay, let's talk about specifics on actions then for the jobs they're intending to do. We've got 3 float rods.
Yeah.
What about line strengths and actual applications that you would recommend?
Well, they're not really. I hate the word traditional because I think that sounds old-fashioned. You know, these are state of the art. If you want the best and you're looking to buy the best, then you've got to look at these. Yes, the 13-foot will do any sort of commercial fishery work that you want it to do, but it will also, if you want to go on the 7 catching chub, days and rocks, it'll do that sort of thing. The 17-foot one will be perfect for big stick float fishing.
Are these longer ones intended mainly as river type rods? Or?
Yeah, because I don't think now that time fisheries want that sort of rod.
No, because there was a trend at one time, people using long rods, but now we've got heavier and heavier elastics to do it.
I don't think, especially you look at how commercials have gone, and the very much the thing is for shorter rods that give you more accuracy casting and things like that, whereas these are for proper fishermen. People want to use these and like to enjoy fishing.
How about suggested line strengths then, if we take the float rods first?
Well, they'll do anything from sort of like £3 up to sort of like £6 or £8.
Right.
I mean, one of the things about them is I haven't found when obviously we were getting manufactured, I haven't found anywhere in China that can do this sort of quality of rod. These rods aren't made in China; they're made somewhere else, and they put all the effort in and everything like that. They have all the machinery to test the blanks. Like when each one of these, when they've been done at the beginning, there's 2 or 3 blanks made, and one of them or 2 of them is tested to destruction,
right,
to make sure that there is no weak spots and everything's perfect about them. Which a lot of mass-produced rods now aren't made like that. So I think it's quite good. We're very confident about what they can do and what sort of fish.
And again, I know you've been working with all the various consultants before you launched something like that. I mean, Tommy Pickering's been involved with this. Les Thompson, I understand.
Yeah, Des Ship. Yeah, I mean, some of them. I mean, one of the most popular rods we had last year was a 12-6 Sentient. Now, it was a fantastic rod, but for certain applications, it wouldn't quite chuck far enough, we felt. Although the action for playing carp and everything like that was perfect. But what we've done with this one, which is the 12-6 feeder rod, we've changed the action slightly so that, you know, long casts with method feeders or bream fishing or even fishing on a river for chub and stuff like this in match conditions or barbel, it will cope with that sort of thing. The super feeder is a refined version of the 12-foot feeder we had last year. The actions are just far
So
superior.
do these replace your shorter rods, or are they still?
No. The shorter rods are completely different animals, really. I mean, if you look in terms of how we sort of do our rods, we've got 4 distinct categories. We've got these, which we class as performance rods. We've got the C-series rods, which you would class as a carp bagging rod. If you want to catch £100 or £200 on a regular basis of match carp fish, then the C-series rods are the ones to have. They've got the right fittings on and everything to take the stick.
Right.
We've got the mini-series rods, which are basically for what are commercials now, fishing between 18 and 25 metres, chucking up to little islands and being very accurate with your casting, which you have to be. That's for that. And then distance fishing, there's nobody better than the Dutch. So we have Dutch master rods. So these fit in and are all, you know, they're not to replace any of those sort of rods, but they're upgrades of what we did with the Sentinels last year.
Basically everything's covered now.
Yeah.
Nothing left to do.
There will be sooner or later.
You've got, this is a new development rod.
Yeah, this with the feeder rods. I mean, obviously people are going to pay a lot of money for these. With the feeder rods, all the tips come in one of these, so they can be protected and looked after.
Excellent. Mate, it looks a fantastic range of products. Can I have one of each to try?
Of course you can.
Cheers, thank you.
Not a problem.